Hello fam, welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you are new, please don't forget to like and subscribe, join the fam, because we're always here having a good time. And of course, welcome back to my oldies but goodies. So you guys, it is 6 in the morning, not even 6 in the morning, and I have a whole lot of energy. So today we're talking all about E.l.f, specifically E.l.f Camo line. E.l.f recently released these powder foundations. You guys saw me review that. And I was looking like a straight carrot because their 30 shade line has not released on E.l.f.'s website. Only 12 have released on Ulta's website, and I finally was able to get other shades that may or may not be my shade. So I got the shade 330W and 280 neutral. In the liquid foundation, I'm light 280 neutral, but let's see if in the powder, because look at me already throwing things away. So this is 330 warm. They have a lot of warm shades. They don't have enough neutral, and this is 280 neutral. So what I'm gonna do is swatch it so you can see. 280 neutrals right here. It's very pigmented. Oh, it may be my shade. Yeah. So this is 330W, W for warm. Let's see. Oh yeah. She's not it. I'm gonna be looking like a carrot again. Okay, yay. So 280 neutral, it matches my neck. Okay, we always want to match the neck and the shoulders. Okay, I'm back. I just removed it and put my sunscreen back on. So let's start with some priming. We're gonna use 2 primers today because why not? And I do have big pores, so we're gonna use the E.l.f putty right in the pore area. Really work it in with my fingers. The pores are really like right where the center of the face is, and that's where all the oils are produced. And then because this primer is so bomb, we're gonna get the grip primer and go around the face, anywhere where we didn't put the pore filling primer. So like at the top of the forehead and like the earrings on the cheeks right here. And this way we know the foundation is gonna stick on our skin. And when it comes to primers, you always want to let it sit and absorb into the skin. So I'll give it maybe about 2 or 3 minutes. I'll be back. And you guys, I have all the brushes. I'm so excited. Okay, so primer is nice on the skin. It's been about 2 or 3 minutes. Let's go in with a foundation. It is the ELF CC cream. Let's go with this much. I wanted to use a brush, and my other brush is, oh no, actually just kidding. This is the putty primer brush, but guess what? I'll use it for foundation. And it's perfect because I have a small face, so we're just gonna tap into the skin. I wanna make sure we don't move our primer, so that's why I'm tapping down. I forget how good this freaking foundation is. Now with the sponge, I'm just going to blend it out further because we're also going to use the powder foundation that I'm so excited about. So this is not an E.l.f product, but I don't think E.l.f has a color corrector, so I'm gonna color correct these bad boys right here. All right, now I got the hydrating concealer. You guys, I love this concealer. Finally got the shade Medium Peach. I like my concealers to have a little bit of like a, hold on, there we go. I like my concealers to have a little bit of a peach or pink undertone, so that also helps to color correct because my under eyes are real dark. Does it smell? I always smell. That's a light scent. Add it here and here. And I wanted to also not put eyeshadow on so we can see. I mean, it's a good concealer, but we're still kind of doing a, I don't know, if you haven't used a concealer, I want you to see how this bad boy works. Add a little bit here. This is a very hydrating concealer. I don't like the matte one. It's too matte. It makes my under eyes look even more crepey and scrapey. I already have creasy under eyes, and you still go in with setting powder, you know, it's just too much. Let's let this dry down a little bit. I always blend out anywhere around the face first, and then I go in the eye area, just so it helps the concealer dry down, and it also gives us a bit of a fuller coverage. Let's add a little bit here. This just kind of helps highlight the nose a little bit. I usually don't do this, but we have time today, you know? It blends out like a dream. Because I've given it time to dry, it's sticking up a little bit. This way it gives us a little bit of a fuller coverage. Look at this. I mean, I look pale, but I just want to show you. Look at the skin. We have some hydration going on. You see the lids, under eyes. Damn, okay. I knew this was gonna go good, but you never know. Do you know what I mean? Want a cream bronzer just a little bit. I have here the shade Golden Days. I'm going to use the bronzer, no, what is this? Complexion brush. This is such a good bronzer brush. Oh my God, I'm getting tongue twisted. We're gonna get a little bit. This is like a very matte formula, matte-ish. Get some product and then kind of like warm it up on the hand. Actually, I'm gonna let this dry down. That always helps, just dry down your foundation quickly. You know, I usually just let it sit. We won't do that today because I don't know why. Oh, I know why, because we know how these products work. So we're just adding a slight hint of bronzer, nothing too dramatic. I just want to show you. And this brush, you can never have a bad bronzer day with this brush. You see, Jazz told us about it, and girl, game changer. It does this thing with your hand where you can only hold it lightly. Like you won't go like that like I usually do. It's this, maybe it's like the end. I'm just all light-handed. I'm never a light-handed type of gal. It's the brush. It just makes me that way. Actually, I'm gonna get the little part here. And then E.l.f. came out with the putty blush little situation here. Putty blush brush. Look at this. I love small brushes because I do have a small face. It just works better. It really helps the product not spread all over the face and then like take over the face. And oh, I like this. Again, let's warm it up here. Let's add it right there. I just love how this all is coming together. Very soft, you know? If you ever feel like, wait, this is too much, like it is right now, the foundation brush you use, you're gonna go around. You see the difference now? And then you're just gonna tap it. You're not gonna add more foundation. You're just gonna do it with what you have. And this is just a quick way to clean this up nicely. You see what I'm saying? What do we do? I don't have a setting powder. Dang, I really don't, huh? We're gonna get this Rose and Ben brush. If you guys don't know who Rose and Ben is, she's on Instagram. Oh my God, she came out with her own brush line. So good, so good. High quality brushes, like very high quality. So what I am going to do, because I don't like to use powder foundations for my under eyes, I'm just gonna set the under eyes very lightly and I'll be back. Okay, and I just used my Derma Blend powder. Now's the good part. So we're gonna get our E.l.f. Camo foundation, the powder, get our brush, even this out, and we're gonna start setting everything down. And this is with a wet bronzer blush. Make sure this foundation is locked in. And I also want, whoa, I almost just slipped. I also want to get my lids. So we're gonna just blend these out, then get the small brush and just set it down. Because my lids are very oily, so we're gonna see all day how my lids get. They don't cooperate, you know what I mean? Because we did find with the powder foundation when I reviewed it, girl, I was oily. Like I told you guys, I was gonna do more videos testing the powder out for you so you can see how it works out, especially with the correct shade. And I'm very pleasantly surprised with this shade. It's very good. Online though, it's just tricky. Like you don't know what the heck you're gonna get, you know? And it's like, especially when something's only available online, you're like, dang, turn the lights off. This way you can see. You can see like the bronzer peek out a little bit, the blush. But look at the skin. It's just like, everything seems to be working together. But that always happens when you're working with a one brand, especially a particular line like the Camo line. Things are made for everything to work cohesively together, which is why a lot of times I don't use the same brand when I'm doing a first impression, because it's most likely going to work. But here it's more like a second impression, a first impression for my correct shade, you know. So it is currently 6:21 in the AM. I'm just gonna put some powder bronzer blush, add a little bit of eyeshadow, and then I'll be back. Actually, let's speed it up. All right, full face and everything. So I added the E.l.f. mascara. My inner corner is the E.l.f. mint palette, but it needs to be blended more. Hold on. And then my lip is the E.l.f. raspberry seriously lipstick. I love these lipsticks. They're so freaking good and they're only like $3. So this is how the skin looks. It looks really nice. It looks very radiant, a lot more radiant than I anticipated, but just want to show you how the skin looks. It just looks really healthy. You see all this radiance? I see my pores a little bit because the powder foundation is a very heavy powder. The skin looks very nice. The powder is not heavy. It's more on the heavier side. I wouldn't say like full coverage, but it has good pigment. I did put a lot on my, in my T-zone, but it's okay. But the skin does look nice. You see, just real close up. And yeah, I'm just very surprised how radiant I am. I don't know why, but you see all of this? It's very hydrating and very pigmented. So I really like how the under eyes look. Let me turn the lights off again because I didn't show you. You see? The coverage is there and they don't look cakey. My lids right here look really nice. I wanted to see if it was gonna pull any texture on the lids, which is why I kept the lids super simple also. Overall, I'm very excited and happy how the skin looks. It's super easy. Everything came out very quickly and easily and smoothly. We don't have any patchiness or anything. It's not even 7 yet and the sun isn't out, so I will wait a little longer so you guys can get the daylight view. As of right now, everything's good and I'll see you later. Bye. Hey fam, so the sun actually came out a lot faster than I thought, so I think it's gonna be a sunny day today. Look how good it looks. You see the radiance, but it's pigmented. We have like a, I'm not gonna say a full coverage, but I feel like we have a full coverage with a radiant look, right? Just everything looks good. The skin, the under eyes, the powder, you see? No patchiness, no nothing. Oh, I like it. I like it. What do you think? Let's continue with the wear test. Bye. Hey fam, I'm back. It is almost 6 o'clock, but of course, before we get started, I do want to show you how the skin was looking at around 2:30. And at this point, oils were coming through, but we were still looking smooth. It looks super flawless. And here we are now, very much the same, but there's a few things I've noticed. The shade light 280N is too light for my skin tone because I was looking like it's doable. If you're my skin tone, we're either 280 light or 310 cool. That's the thing. I like to go by undertone because undertone is really what's gonna match your skin. The shade I feel like is secondary. That's kind of like what sits on top. The undertone is what really warms up to the skin, you know? I wanted to clarify that really quick, but other than that, let's look at the skin. I haven't touched anything up. Look how smooth it looks. We are oily. The powder's supposed to be a semi-matte, but I don't feel like it's a semi-matte. I feel like it's more of a full coverage semi-matte at the beginning, but throughout the day, it warms up very quick and you look very oily, especially if you have oily skin. So it's definitely not a matte powder. Did see that when I did the 2-day full review. If you have dry to normal skin, I really like this powder. I think it will work because it's not super heavy and it's not matte at all. I think the skin looks really good right now. And if we tap, definitely do not look gastadas. And I'm just like, what? Feel myself here. My hair looking crazy, but you know, get a closer look. What that usually does is just kind of gets rid of that first layer of oil. Look how smooth the skin looks. It's just like such a beautiful complexion that we had using the CC cream, using the powder, using the hydrating concealer. Just everything worked out so well. Just wanted to give you guys a quick look on how the skin would look 12 hours later using only E.l.f. complexion products, specifically the Camo line because it's so good. Let me know if you've had a chance to get this powder and what your thoughts are, or if you have the CC cream or the hydrating concealer. Let me know. You guys know we're always chit-chatting in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.